Hello students, in the previous video you learned that how the swallow became the messenger of the happy prince and helped the different people who were in need. So today we will read how the happy prince helped the other people, or would the swallow fly away? So yesterday we got to know that the happy prince helped a seamstress whose son was suffering from fever, and also the happy prince asked the swallow to give one of the sapphire from his eyes to the playwright. The writer was not having the money, he didn't have fire in his chimney, also he was suffering from cold, he was suffering from hunger as well. So the swallow took the sapphire from the prince's eye and gave it to the playwright so that he would be able to finish the play for the director. Let's read what would happen further in the story. So we were reading on page number 32. So when the swallow decided that finally it would fly away to the Egypt because it had finished the work for the happy prince, then the prince told the swallow that in the square below, said the happy prince, there stand a little match girl. She has let her matches fall in the gutter. Actually, the happy prince could see that there was a little girl whose matches or match box had fallen in a gutter. They are spoiled. Her father will beat her if she does not bring home some money. She's crying. So the happy prince could see that far away there was a little girl whose matches fall into the gutter, and she was crying a lot because if she would not take the matches to home or money to home, the father would beat her. So the happy prince was worried because he wanted to help the little girl. And her little head is bare. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her, and her father will not beat her. So the happy prince asked the swallow to take the another sapphire from his second eye and give it to the girl. Then let's see what would happen. I will stay with you one night longer, said the swallow, but I cannot pluck out your eye. The swallow was so worried because the happy prince was asking the swallow to take out the second eye as well, because we know that one of the eye of sapphire eye has already been given to the playwright. The swallow was ready to stay one night longer, but the swallow was hesitating to pluck out the second eye. You would be quite blind because after that the happy prince would not be able to see anything. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the happy prince, do as I command you. So the happy prince asked that he wanted to help the match girls and asked the swallow to do as he said. It means to take out his second eye. So he plucked out the prince's other eye and flew with it. He swooped past the match girl and slipped the jewel into the palm of the girl's hand. What a lovely bit of glass! Cried the girl. The little girl didn't know that it was a sapphire. She thought that it was a piece of glass, and she ran with it to her home. She was laughing and was very happy to find such kind of glass. Then the swallow came back to the prince. You are blind now, so I will stay with you always. So finally, the swallow decided to stay with the happy prince forever because the happy prince was not able to see anything. No, little swallow, said the poor prince, you must go away. I will stay with you always. And he slept at the prince's feet. So the swallow had finally taken a decision to stay with the happy prince forever, though the happy prince asked the swallow to go away because it was too cold to stay in that town. All the next day, he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in the strange land. So the swallow keep on sharing the stories with the prince because now prince could not be able to see anything. Dear little swallow, you tell me the marvelous thing, but more marvelous than anything is the suffering of men and women. There is no misery so great as the misery. There is no mystery so great as the misery. Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there. So now the swallow would work as the eyes of the happy prince, because the prince wanted to know that who was suffering in his kingdom, because he was not able to see anything now. So the swallow so the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry. Rich making merry mean the rich people were so happy and enjoying in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew into the dark lanes, the dark streets, and saw the lit white faces of starving children. Starving means dying of hunger, looking out listlessly. Listlessly means energylessly. No energy. At the black street, he could see the misery and the people were suffering. So the swallow flew away all over the town and saw the misery of the people and the children who were not getting the food even. Under the archway of a bridge, there was a bridge, and under the bridge there were two little boys lying in each other's arm to try and keep themselves warm. How hungry we are! So the swallow saw that two boys were hungry. They were sitting under the bridge. You must not lie there, shouted the watchman. They wandered out into the rain. It was raining, and the watchman did not allow the two boys to stay under the bridge. So the boys had to move in the rain. Then he flew back and told the prince what he had seen. I am covered with fine gold, said the prince. You must take it off. Now the happy prince had already given away the sapphires, the ruby. Now he wanted the gold which was covering its body to be taken off. So the happy prince asked the swallow to take off the gold from his body and to give it away to the needy people. He flew back and told the prince. So the prince asked to take the gold leaf by leaf and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. Leaf by leaf, so piece by piece, the fine gold the swallow picked off, till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. So the whole gold, each piece of the gold was taken away to give it to the poor as instructed by the happy prince. Fine gold brought to the poor, and the little children faces grew rosier. It means they become happy. They laughed, they played because they got bread, they got food. Then the snow came. After the snow came the frost. The street looked as if they were made up of silver because they were covered of snow. Everybody went about in fur coat. The little boys wore scarlet cap and did the skating on the ice. So the whole town was covered with snow. It was winter time. The poor swallow grew colder. It was very difficult for the swallow to stay in the town, but it could not leave the happy prince. But he would not leave the prince, he loved him. He picked up crumbs, pieces outside the baker's door. Baker's door means where the baking is done, like cakes and breads are made. When the baker saw, when the baker was not there, the swallow took the pieces, crumbs mean pieces from the dough, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping the wings. But at last, he knew that his hand was near. He was about to die. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more and said, Goodbye, dear prince. He murmured, Will you let me kiss your hand? So the swallow knew that he was about to die and finally went to prince to say goodbye. I am glad that you are going to Egypt, little swallow. The prince thought that the swallow had come to say goodbye to go to Egypt. But you have stayed too long here. You must kiss me on my lips, for I love you. It is not so. It is not to Egypt I am going, said the swallow. I am going to the house of death. Death is the brother of sleep. So the swallow told the prince that due to the cold his body was unable to survive, and the swallow was about to die. And he kissed the prince on lip and fell down dead at his feet. At the moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue. As the swallow died, suddenly there was a crack sound because the prince's heart had snapped into two. The prince's heart also broke into two pieces. Early the next morning, the mayor was walking. Mayor is the person, the chief who takes care of the cleanliness of the town. When the mayor was on a round or on inspection with his counselor, they passed the platform where they looked that the statue was looking so shabby. Shabby means dirty because the gold has disappeared, the ruby has disappeared, the sapphires have disappeared. How shabby indeed! When the mayor said the prince was looking shabby, the counselor also said, yes, true, the statue was looking so shabby. The ruby has fallen out of the sword. His eyes were gone. His gold is not with him no longer. He is little better than a beggar. Little better than a beggar. The counselor used to repeat whatever the mayor said. Here is actually a dead bird also at his feet, the mayor said. We must really issue an announcement. Proclamation mean an announcement that birds are not allowed to die here. The downtown clerk made a note of the suggestion. So they decided that they would announce that no bird would be allowed to die. What a foolish and silly proclamation they had made. So they pulled out the statue because it was no longer useful, said the art professor at the university. They melted the statue in the furnace, but there was a strange thing that the heart did not melt in the furnace, so they threw it away on a dust heap where the dead body of the swallow was also lying. Bring me the two most precious things in this city, said the goat to the angel. And the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. You know why they were the most beautiful things are the in the world? Because they worked for the welfare of the people. You have rightly chosen, said the god, that the two most precious things in the world were the leaden heart and the dead body of the swallow. You have rightly chosen, said the goat, for in my garden of paradise little birds shall sing forever, and the happy prince shall praise me. So the goat decided to give a place to the happy prince and the dead body of the swallow to be the part of the paradise. So, the moral of the story that we have learned is that in this whole world, God loves those people, those creatures who love the humanity. So, I hope that you have understood the lesson. Read it thoroughly for better understanding.